VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only hope. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
Well, hello,
Hello, Melinda's! How do you do, Melinda's? Welcome to VCR Party Live Tuesday night. I'm Joe, that's Nick, and we do Found Footage Festival, and we have an office with 11,000 VHS tapes. We're trying to watch all of them, and boy, we got a fun-filled, great
hour. Starting the
quality,
off hour.
I mean, high quality.
Yeah. Let's start the off hour right. We got George down there with video dating in the back. That's David. And we have Steve wearing a new ball cap.
And also looking pretty thin. What's your weight at?
I'm not sure right now, but I've been trying to exercise a little bit more. Hopefully we're on the way down.
Okay, you look to be on the way down. Or maybe it's just the lighting, or is it like the shading?
You have better lighting today.
Yeah.
I realized the last couple I've just...
That can make a big difference. Yeah,
okay.
as
The
we all
show
know.
where we watch VHS tapes, we talk about Steve's weight.
Yep.
Oh.
And we like to start with the Found Footage Festival Classic, so let's roll that intro.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
This is a classic we've played many times, but I never get sick of it. It's Blueberry the Clown. Now, the reason why this is on my mind is this is from Portland, Oregon. It's a safety clown who teaches you to say no to strangers. Just ticks all the boxes for us, doesn't it?
It does. And it has great music, too.
Great music.
Low production quality. It has everything we like.
So on our Patreon, which is patreon.com/foundfootagefestival, if you chip in at $10 a month, we do a weekly bonus show where we watch an entire video. We watched all of Blueberry the Clown last week, but here's a little bit of what you're missing. This is a scene I don't know if we've showed before, but it's two scenarios where Blueberry shows up to warn kids.
Whoa, look at this neat trail. Come on, let's go down it.
No,
Too excited.
I wouldn't care for going down it.
Well, Mom and Dad are clear up the road. They won't be able to see us.
Well,
No.
That is a neat trail.
Golly, was this Jessica? Robert, do you really think you ought to be going in here? You know, I think I remember hearing your mom and dad say you weren't supposed to really go out of sight. And you know, when I look out all around
It
the
could be
park
people
here,
like me.
I don't see them anywhere. And I know
This is
if
like a
I
Stephen
can't see
King
them, they
movie,
can't see
isn't it?
you. And it's awful
Ton of
dark
things
back
in
in
the
there.
trail.
You don't know what's in there, do you?
It's part 3.
Do you really think
We
it's
all
a good
float
idea
down
to
here,
go back
Jessica
in
and
there?
Robert.
No.
I don't think so either. What do you think you ought to do?
Could you tell there was an edit there or no?
I think we should go in there.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go back.
oh, come on!
It's very Dogma 95.
Yep. And then look at this stranger, this intimidating looking a pedophile was about
Yep.
to abduct them.
She was lurking in the trails.
She likes
she was gonna catch them and then walk through the trail and bring them to the car.
What do you need?
She's like, this trail looks the neatest. All right, let me just play this one. This scenario really plays pretty fast. I don't know that it makes a lot of sense.
Help me here. Come here for a minute.
What do you need?
Come here and help me. I don't think this looks like a good situation for you at all. Do you?
No.
I don't think so either. Do you remember when we were talking at school the other day? And when you got in a situation
And I told
something
you
like
never
this,
to tell your
you
parents.
were to holler no real loud and turn
I wish
around
the guy in
and
the back
run
scratching
and run
his
for
face
help and holler for mom or dad, right?
Target 30.
And you go
Like the
tell
end
what's
of
going
a
on, right?
Police Squad episode.
Yeah, you bet. Is that what you're gonna do?
Can't hear you, Robert.
No! Mom! Dad!
Now watch, he thinks he's off camera,
Yes.
and
Yes, I was hoping he'd leave that part in.
Yep. So let me just.
Again.
Yeah, he thinks he's off camera and starts looking at the camera and then fade out.
Like,
And
are
if
we
you
done
want,
now?
and if you want to see what happens next, you have to chip in at the $10 a month level at Patreon.
And you do. It's so good. It's 10 minutes, but man, we should have watched it 5 times in a row, like we did with Moose. Unbelievably cool. We should have watched it 5 times in a row.
And by the way, next week, if you're a Patreon backer, we have another clown video. This one is, you might remember a little video we've played before called Skateboard Surfing. Well, this is Mickey the Clown's musical Big Top. He sings more songs in his raspy clown voice, and you have that to look forward to if you're a backer. So thanks, patrons. Enjoy.
All right, what are we doing next?
I think we're going to talk about flying windows, yeah?
Let's talk about flying windows. All right, this week in flying windows. So flying windows is a trope of VHS. Like, we've come across them all the time, and there's no shortage of them. I found another one on this this week, a police instructional video about interpersonal skills. And they do a different kind of window here. I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to be...
what could police possibly have to learn about interpersonal skills? Seems like they got it down.
I don't think this video was watched that much, actually. It was still in the shrink wrap.
Uh-huh.
Now watch what they do here.
Oh, that becomes the window.
Goes to top left. What do you think this does?
Freeze.
Yep. What do you think this one's going to do?
Bottom left.
And like, look, both these cops have the same style too: mustache and receding hairlines.
Yep.
Yep. Bottom left. There it is. This
I mean,
week.
if the police had money to make windows fly, I think they could stand with a little defunding, because that's just extravagant. No one needs flying windows.
It really is. Nick, I want to talk about your shirt. What is that shirt?
I've had it for a while.
Have you?
Yeah,
I've never
I've worn
seen you wear it before.
I've worn it on a DVD, I think, before. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks like the shirt in the Floby video, the guy who goes to the Bahamas. The guy who Brian, what's his name?
Yeah.
Brian what? Brian Collins is talking
Brian
to.
Collins, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the shirt that Brian Collins is wearing. I thought that, or not Brian Collins, but Brian Collins' assistant is wearing. It's not.
I'm having trouble remembering what that is, but I can look. Oh yeah, here, let me pull it up right now. Actually, I just found that. You're way off. Way off.
Really? I thought maybe you found it. Yeah, that shirt.
He's got people on golfing tees that are golfing, I believe. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Collins' assistant. Yeah. No, but that is a reference most people would know. I don't know why I even showed it. Everyone's like, yeah, that's not it. It's different.
I'm impressed that you had that ready like that.
Just typed
Like,
in
assistant?
Floby and scrubbed a little bit, and yeah, did it on the fly.
You see why I got it mixed up? Black
Absolutely.
and white patterns, and yeah.
Well, we have another segment coming up called That It Had Done. It's where we take viewer questions and requests.
That's it. That it had done. Right there.
We've been talking about sponsorships, and Steve had the idea that we're going to do an all sellout show where we're just selling every segment, like Found Footage Festival Classics and That It Had Done will all be sponsored.
Coca-Cola.
By Coke, for example. Well, yeah. We got our first sponsor, and this isn't officially part of the sponsorship, but
it's happening.
He's already paid his money. This is Carl Stitz, who's written in before, and he said, in the spirit of spending money to lose money, I'd pay you $100 to sponsor this segment of the show. 10 years ago, my buddy Jeff Zeger and I wrote a free algebra book. You can find it at stitzzeger.com. I'm going to put that up now. It's free to download, and the printed editions are sold at cost. So he's not making any money. And he said that the mascot is the Sasquatch, so they just made all their story problems have to do with Sasquatches. So let me just show you that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So
story problems are always boring.
Yeah. So 34 is, let's assume for a moment that we're standing at the origin of the positive y-axis points due north, while the positive z-axis points due east. Our Sasquatchometer tells us that Sasquatch is 3 miles west and 4 miles south of our current position. What are the coordinates of his position? How far away is he from us? If he runs 7 miles due east, what would his new position be? I expect George to know this
George,
answer.
can you figure that out?
This is pre-calc stuff, algebra and pre-calc.
Now, George, your actual job is writing math books, right?
Yeah, we're not actually allowed to use Sasquatch due to for copyright reasons. All of our questions are Loch Ness Monster based.
Makes sense. There's a big rivalry, I assume. And I also did a little word search because I was looking for a specific Sasquatch problem. 118 uses of Sasquatch in that textbook. So it's my current favorite no offense, George, my current favorite pre-calc. And his buddy who wrote it with him, Jeff, it's his 51st birthday this week. So happy birthday, Jeff. And that's one of the amazing sponsors. And you too, for $100, could sponsor a segment on the show.
So here's what we got to do. We got to take that $100. We got to approach Ferret Lax, and we'll say, hey, we got $100 for you to be a sponsor for This Week in Flying Windows.
Because
or something like that.
We want a ferret laxative to sponsor this show.
Wouldn't that
First,
be great?
Feel just regular.
I think we should start off with see if they'll give us 100, and then we'll negotiate.
Okay.
You can't start at 100 because then they'll get you to be 250 by the end.
Yeah, that's true.
It's almost like we have no idea how to monetize what we do.
How do sponsorships work now?
I don't know.
Okay.
So write to us at info@FoundFootageFest if you want to sponsor. Well, I'm also told that Melinda's Hot Sauce might be interested. So we could actually have some thematic sponsors.
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody reached out to Melinda's Hot Sauce, and they didn't say no.
Yes.
They were like, we'll see. I'll get back to you. They can only be good things.
So Carl and happy birthday, Jeff. That it done.
All right, we got a lot to take care of. There's so much on the show. Let's show some raviolis.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
What do you think, Nick? You want to start, or you want me to start?
Yeah,
Let me
sure.
start.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to start. I'm excited because I haven't done any tedium in a long time. It's time for Joe's Tedium Corner. Wah, 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 wah. It's been a long time since we saw this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got a fun one for you. Nick, close your eyes.
Yep.
And tell me which way the corner is coming in.
Corner comes in left to right.
Yep.
Remember, it travels the least distance but goes the slowest.
Yep. You can open your eyes. Crank it up! All right. This is, I'm doing one, this is a little bit different. I hope you're real excited when you hear this. This is a little bit different. This is an IMG Tedium Corner because I just don't have access to I've been on the road for the last week and I don't have access to my Tedium stash, so I had to dip into the IMGs. This one is IMG 1441. It has 10 views. It was sent by Tad, and he titled it "A Pill-Making Machine with Occasional Screw-Ups." Now, some might argue that the occasional screw-ups aren't tedium, that those are action-packed, and I understand that argument and I respect it. But this is definitely tedium, though. I don't think anybody's going to disagree that this is tedium. So
let's take a look.
Here it is. What do you think? Tedium?
Yeah, but kind of in a picture in Mr. Rogers' way. Occasional screw up. Oh, but it looks like it swept it right out of the way. It's like a counter.
There's somebody with a stick off to the side.
Oh.
And you just anticipate the screw-ups. That lulls you in.
Yep. So many.
Yeah.
So many screwed up pills. Major screw up.
There might be too much action in this one.
This is exciting. This is.
Yeah.
It's an indictment of the healthcare industry and the pharmaceutical industry.
It's almost like betting on, like, all the friends of Miller at a Brewer game.
Crank it up!
You know
Wait,
how
say-
they have, you know how like, or at like a Mets game or something, they'll have like different electronic things on a board racing, and everyone's like, "Come on, come on, come on!" Even
Oh,
though
like the sausage races or something?
yeah,
Yeah.
no, not even that. It's just it's on a board. Like at a Packer game, you see different kinds.
Oh, right. Yeah. I know.
So
it might be which subway is going to get there first.
Yeah, so it's a predetermined outcome, but everyone is so invested in it. I kind of felt like that too. We're watching Pills. I just kept wanting to know what was going to happen, when the next one was going to screw up. Entertaining.
Entertaining, and elements of tedium, and all
Elements, yeah.
Yes,
I'm not going to argue that. Definitely fits into the corner. All right, let me get one sent in by Jonathan. Jonathan is from Glasgow, a city we've played many times, and I love Glasgow. Great town. I didn't know this. They had in 1983 their own American football team. The UK tried to have a little branch of the NFL, I guess, so they had a few teams, and apparently they all folded quickly. But it wasn't for lack of trying to get Glaswegians entertained by it. So they made a music video, and here's the music video for Glasgow's NFL team, or American football team. It's the Glasgow Diamonds. You guys can dance along if you want. And I thought we had found every sports team music video, but this is a deep cut.
It's a Bruce McCullough character. The Houston Texans got their team.
Yep.
We come from Glasgow, Glasgow. We're here to play football. Out of our way. With the diamond side, we come from Glasgow town, and when we're hitting the field, we don't be messing around. We're gonna move the ball, we're gonna pass and rush, and if you get in the way, you're gonna feel the crush. The truth can hurt, and the truth is mean. We're the baddest team that's ever been seen. We can't be stopped when we start to play. Talk about the Diamonds, what do we say? The Diamonds.
Always a saxophone. Not one in the song.
We're here to play football.
Is he playing?
I had that question. I have an update on it.
Talking about the Diamonds. We come from Glasgow, Glasgow. We're here to play football. Out of the way.
Gotta get a Freddie Mercury look a little
With the
bit.
gridiron guards, and you best beware, because wherever you turn, baby, we'll be there. We're going to intercept and make you fumble the ball. You're going to wonder why you ever want to play at all.
A long one.
Wherever you turn, wherever you
Oh, yeah,
go.
we're about halfway
Diamond
done.
Defense going to let you know there's no way out. You want to look at a map, you trapped by the Diamonds. Dig on that.
I just had to get into this part. Like, okay, that's enough. I mean, a few things, few observations there. One, football is supposed to be tough as nails, like
Yeah.
gridiron, nose to nose, smash mouth football, and it's kind of a, I don't know. I would say
It was
like
none of those things.
none of those things. The dance moves, so it turns out I asked who sent that in. I asked Jonathan what, like, first of all, about the Glasgow Diamonds. I guess within a year the whole thing folded because of quote massive losses, and the guy who sang was a guy named Paul Burchard, who did not play. He was an American who went to theater school, like drama school in Edinburgh, and then stayed in Scotland and just acted in theatrical productions there, just made his life as an actor in Scotland, and then got hired to write the jingle to promote the Glasgow Diamonds. So that's who that guy was. Never
Oh, okay.
set foot on the field.
So, but they didn't join the NFL, you said. They're not in the NFL right now.
No, not to my recollection.
Okay.
But they weren't even supposed to. They were just supposed to be a successful, American football club existing in the UK, and no one, he sent me a link to a game. No one's there, and no one knows what's happening. There's announcers who have no idea what's happening. It'd be like if cricket tried to break in here,
I remember it being on TV though. It was like the World Football League or something like that. And they tried it. It was like the XFL, but before that.
Yeah, that was different. That was a separate thing in the 90s with like the Barcelona Monarchs and stuff. Yeah, I watched a few of those games, but this was an earlier
So this
incarnation.
wasn't like that. Okay.
Earlier incarnation.
I think that song is arguably better than Let's Ram It, though. Don't you think? You think maybe they beat the LA Rams with...
George is shocked.
Ram It is an amazing song.
Okay.
Nobody likes Ram It anymore than me.
I said it was a joke. Everybody knows Ram It is a better song.
Oh, well, I was shocked because there was no sexuality in the Diamond song, whereas Ram It, I would argue, has very little to do with football. But
I don't know. I bet there's a lot of turned on people in the audience right now having seen that music video. So Jonathan,
comment.
Sending that one. Comment. Let us know.
So my buddy Dave from Minneapolis, he was watching a movie the other day on Prime, and it's a movie about a serial killer called Albert Fish. What's the full title? It's something Albert Fish. In sin, he found salvation. It's a 2007 documentary. He says it's a shitty 2007 documentary. He goes, it's about a serial killer in 1920s New York. While watching it, I was annoyed by the voiceover actor who was playing Albert Fish because he sounded like he was doing an over-the-top Peter Lorre impression the whole time. I checked out the credits and discovered that the voiceover actor was, and this is a found footage festival celebrity. I'm going to play it for you. Nick, I think you know who it is.
You told me about this.
You don't get to guess. Yeah, you don't get to guess, but Steve, George, Melendez, try to see if you can pick out this voice from Albert Fish in Sin He Found. What did he find? Salvation. All right. And I just cut together the voiceover parts. So I chopped up the trailer a little bit.
His flesh upon him shall have pain.
This is just the intro.
And his soul within him shall mourn.
All right, here.
It always seemed to me that I had to offer a child for sacrifice.
Dark.
It took me 9 days to eat her entire body. I shoved needles into my belly, legs, and hip. I always had the desire to inflict pain on others, and to have others inflict pain on me. I always seemed to enjoy everything that hurt.
Albert Fish. In sin, he found salvation.
Nick, it's pretty obvious, right? Now that you hear it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, Dave is not even somebody who's like involved in our show, and he got it. I don't know that I would have gotten it having.
I think I would have gotten it if I watched the whole movie.
If I watched the whole movie, yeah.
Well, I don't think Dave actually got it. He was wondering who the voiceover got.
Oh, and then looked.
It sounded familiar, and then he looked and
got
then saw it. Steve, George, you guys got any guesses?
Well, I've already seen the movie dozens of times, so I already know.
You know it by heart.
I don't know. Is there any clue you can give me here?
We mostly know him for singing. I sat down for an interview with him one time. I see him maybe once a year, and he never told me that he did this. He was in Lethal Weapon 3.
I don't know. You got me.
It's a certain.
I am the ram. I am the ram. I am the ram. I am the ram.
I had to negotiate it with him during the when we were.
That's right.
Yeah, he wasn't very friendly with that. Yeah.
No, that's right. And you didn't actually.
Cool now.
He broke off negotiations too, didn't he?
That's right.
Yeah.
You failed as the negotiator, trying to get Harvey to give us permission to use a video.
Yeah, but
so
like he's the voice.
Advice on tactics, much like his sponsorship advice, not always paid.
No.
I do kind of want to watch that whole movie though, just to hear Harvey say really gross, like talking about beating a little girl.
I gotta watch that because the main thing I know him for is criticizing my golf game when we're at a driving range. So it'd be interesting to hear him as a serial killer.
Teaching you.
Yeah.
That's how you learn.
Yes, a nurturing golf coach. All right. If anybody watches Quarantine Classics, our Saturday show, which is just dwindling in viewers. You may have seen this photo that shows that I was not only overweight as a kid, but I was a tubing enthusiast. I went tubing with my parents wearing that Hawaii shirt, and it was just, I realized then that tubing was just debaucherous. People had coolers they rented in inner tubes just for beer, and it was just like basically tubing in a river of beer empties.
And piss. Like, there's so much public urination in there.
Yep. And so that was the first and last time my family went tubing. Well, that same week, I think based on that, Aaron sent me an ad that I really love for a local tubing place in Pennsylvania called Bucks County Tubing, which, by the way, is still around. And I love the proprietor of Bucks County Tubing. He's exactly what I was picturing a tubing proprietor to look like.
Hey, homies, I'm Dan Breen, and this is my family, and welcome to Bucks County River Country, the tubing capital of the universe.
Need to cool off? People have been tubing, canoeing, and kayaking the Delaware River with Bucks County River Country for over 35 years.
Need to scream,
look for
show me your
discount coupons on our website for a day of cool, clean fun.
Bucks County River Country, where we love to see you wet.
No, where we love to see you wet.
Do you think that was a real natural delivery at the end? Like he didn't know he was going to get pushed in?
Completely improvised.
Yeah.
He also kind of looks like a melted Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. And Aaron just pointed out that I love to see you wet is just kind of a weird family slogan. But
yeah.
Bucks County River Country, where we love to see you wet.
No.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
You wet.
Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, be true to your school. Does he say, "Hey, homies" at the beginning? Tell me.
Hey, homies, I'm Dan Breen, and this is my family, and welcome to Bucks County River Country.
I didn't even notice that.
Hey, homies.
From Bucks County, and I've never heard of that place.
Oh, you're from Bucks County?
Yes.
Let's all take a VCR party tubing trip. It's probably relatively COVID safe. We're all outdoors. We get 6 feet apart on tubes, and
I'll start holding in my pee right now.
It could be like, we could invite all the Melindas. It could be like, they do those, cruises with different things. We could all just do a Melinda instead of a cruise. We can do a tubing.
Yeah.
Well, if there's one thing I've always told Melinda's, it's that I love to see you wet. So thanks, Aaron, for sending in the amazing tubing update. That I wonder if there are more tubing, because they're all locally run. There isn't some big national tubing corporation that's making these commercials. So that's a new genre.
Speaking of Nick being sexual,
I don't think we're speaking about that, but go ahead.
Well, you were being sexual by saying I want to see you wet.
Well, I was saying Aaron brought that up, that it was a weird thing, but yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Speaking of Nick being sexual, the guy who wrote the Nick is a Sexual Man song, Todd Hansen, he reached out with a story. Because remember a couple weeks ago, Nick, I think he played that Crystal Pepsi industrial video.
Promotional video for salesmen, yeah.
And they talked about people, their cola experience. And we went around and talked about our cola experience. Todd emailed me. He goes, I have a cola experience. He said, cola paid for my health insurance as a child. His mom was actually in a Pepsi challenge commercial in 1977 in Schaumburg, Illinois at a mall, because they would go around to malls with Pepsi and Coke. And they would ask people at the malls to do the taste test. And she got on, and she was in every market. She got put in the Screen Actors Guild. She's at a mall. She's at a mall, and then all of a sudden now she's in the Screen Actors Guild with health benefits, and she's able to, Todd's able to, have health care because of the Pepsi challenge. Wow. So he sent the video. He said, here's Jill Hansen in all her charismatic glory. So here's the full 30-second commercial that Todd's mom was in, and I have some updates about it afterwards.
In Chicago, more and more people are taking the Pepsi Challenge, like here at the Woodfield Shopping Center. It's Pepsi.
Oh, it's Pepsi.
Pepsi. This is the same kind of test we gave people all across the country.
Very big difference.
Nationwide, more people prefer Pepsi over Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I am surprised. My mother always told me there was no difference in taste of Coke and Pepsi, but there is.
Take the Pepsi Challenge. Let your taste decide.
Pepsi's better.
There it is. So that was his mom there, Jill Hansen. And I asked him some questions. Like, I always wanted to know, are those real? Or are those actors? Or did they tell them what to pick? He said she isn't an actor unless you count her playing the martyr all the time. So he took a little shot at his own mom there. He said,
Shots fired.
I said, did they give her lines to say? Her lines were all actually said by her. Nothing was scripted. She did actually make quite a bit of money on the commercial and got put into SAG. And anytime it would play in a certain city, they would send her a check. She would get a bigger check for bigger markets in New York. So she's just sitting at home, and she's just getting these checks for the Pepsi Challenge. And here's the kicker. Mom actually likes Coke better, but she lied. For the sake of
Really?
She said that she liked Pepsi better.
So she wasn't truthful, and she was getting paid by Pepsi, even though she liked Coke better?
It's almost as if commercials are lying to us.
What's the statute of limitations on soda-based claims? I mean, they could go back and take all that money from her now that it's out there.
And it would all be Todd's fault.
Yeah, and ours.
And well, yeah, mostly ours, I guess. He didn't say.
Yeah, I always wondered that. Because like they have all those commercials now where for like a car, and then they just have a bunch of people in an airplane hangar, and it's just like, whoa, something's gonna happen. You've been hired to be in a commercial, you idiots, and they're actors, or they know they're gonna be on. So
I like how mad you got right there.
I did take the Pepsi challenge.
I hate those commercials too.
What, George?
In 1980, I took the Pepsi challenge and I picked Coke. There wasn't a camera there, but the way it was that like there were queues. So you would go and there was like a first booth. And then if you picked Pepsi, you would go to the second booth. So I went to the first booth and picked Coke. And,
it could have been your ticket. Ticket out of this hellhole.
It wasn't exactly like, I don't know. If you had like a first chance to say something, that seems a little more, I don't know, contrived, I guess. So
yeah, well,
behind the scenes.
Todd's mom is a star. I remember that commercial.
Do you?
Yeah, I remember the Pepsi Challenge commercials. I mean, maybe not that one specifically, but like, yeah, I remember those airing.
I do too. Yeah.
It made me want to try it at home. Is that it for Show Us Your Raviolis?
That's all I got. You got anything else?
No, I've shown my raviolis. Let's wrap it up.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
Okay, let's get into some nice things.
Let's do it.
I have 5 nice things. I'm just going to show all mine right now, rather than let's not alternate, because I got mine all strung out into a neat little package here. So, all right, first up is, so I'm in Los Angeles right now. My wife Albertina got a nice thing, a nice T-shirt called Volleyball Factory. Just says volleyball on it. And Nick, you remember when we would do the morning news shows and we would just do, we would go on, it's Found Footage Festival, and I would do the 2-word phrase challenge for you, where I would say 2 words, give you 2 words you have to work into the interview. I think Volleyball Factory would have been a great one.
Yeah, it would have been tough to work in. Would have found a way, but
I was thinking too that when you do Bazinga's phone calls, maybe we should do 2-word phrase challenges with Bazinga phone calls going forward.
Yeah, I mean we're not wasting enough of their time, so I think that'd be another way to do that.
But remember Volleyball Factory for the next.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Working conditions are terrible at the Volleyball Factory too. They've come under a lot of fire from OSHA.
They have volleyball lung.
So terrible hours.
Volleyball lung. Okay. So then she also got this hat that says horse.
Yep, that's what that is. That is the type of animal.
It's actually horses on the hat, but it just says horse. Then you flip the hat over, and there's horse on that.
Okay, cool. Great for a horse enthusiast.
Yep. What else? Oh, so Frenchie and the Creep. Bob Hedges sent me this. He has this on his desktop computer. It's from Frenchie and the Creep, where the photo courtesy of Nick Pruer, he has that up. I thought that was a nice thing.
Yep.
Looks nice to have me on the head of a weasel with a courtesy misspelled on his desktop computer. It just really it ties the room together.
Yeah, it looks great, Bob.
Yep. So this training. Remember this video from? I think this was last week, right?
Yeah.
The Chinese lovemaking secrets, and
Taoist in origin, was taught to my teacher, Master Chow Chang Hung, over 65 years ago. James McNeil is demonstrating genital weightlifting. He is lifting approximately 200 pounds.
So he's lifting 200 pounds on there. Nick, I posed to you. I said,
Mm-hmm.
for my next birthday, as a birthday present, can you lift some weight? It doesn't have to be 200 pounds like James McNeil, but 10 pounds from your genitals for my birthday present, and then swing it. I guess I'll be 45, so swing it 45 times back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you say? Did you say no, or was it a yes?
I said not a chance in hell. Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Those are my exact words.
What about 45 pounds once?
Yes,
one swing.
Nick.
You make a tempting offer, George, but no.
We're not going to show your dong on the. We can't show your dong.
Okay, that was my follow-up question.
Just call it a maybe, and we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Do you take like your wiener and then tie a knot around like a dumbbell? Like tie your.
I don't know. That's like a question for that.
James McNeil.
The
Anyway,
guy who knows the lovemaking secrets. Yeah.
Here comes in the nice thing. Zach sent me personally. I don't think you guys got this. He sent me personally a picture, a drawing of Nick doing that. He says, "I hope this will prove therapeutic in Nick's evolving sexuality." And I think it will. He made this. I thought that was.
Did he pixelate that, or did you?
He did. I would never pixelate that. There's no
Yeah,
way.
I was gonna say, yeah, you would show everything. I like how serious I am about it. I'm very zen.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's a great drawing. That's suitable for framing, right
but
there.
look how serious you are. Like, look at and you're wearing that one hat.
Yep.
My final nice thing is, Nick, you sent me a text earlier this week. Your girlfriend Allie had written a song. I don't know if she wrote the song. She was singing a song about you being a vegan man, and I recorded it, and I've had it in my head for the last three days. Albertina and I have been singing it nonstop, and it's definitely a nice thing. And now I'm going to get it in everybody's head. It's a sung to the tune of Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He woke up with this and just started singing and pointing at me.
Yep. Okay. So here's the text in the song, so you can.
Vegan, vegan man, vegan, vegan man, vegan, vegan man. He don't eat no meat or dairy. Vegan, vegan man.
Oh, that's
vegan,
nice.
vegan
Visual
man.
accompaniment.
Vegan, vegan man. He don't eat no meat or dairy. Vegan, vegan man.
Yeah. So there it is. Vegan man.
Well done, Allie.
Yeah, that's
well done, Allie. Well done, Zach.
One of many mocking songs that are made up about me. So I'm just so glad I came to the roast today. I think that's deserving, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Each episode is just more and more of a roast. Like last Saturdays, it was the Nick Pruer roast.
Yep.
I mean, you're fun to roast.
Uh-huh.
That, or is that you come up with segments where the whole thing is roast? Basically, if we want to be a part of it, we've got to roast Nick.
Well, I take joy in things that don't torture other people, so let me show off a few of those. I was just scrolling our own website, and I didn't know we had this, but it's a whole line of Melinda hoodies. Look at these. We got forest green, we got burgundy, we got blue, light blue, and black. And
have we actually sold one? That's the question.
I don't know, but I want one.
I was about to say you guys are about to. I want to buy one.
Hey, I asked Glenn if we could get one at a cost or something, and I guess we just have to buy them like everybody else. Glenn is our merch guy. But it's a zip-up hoodie that says Melinda on it. I think that's fantastic. So that's available in the store. Clearly a nice thing. 2 VHS covers to show off, and I'll go in full screen here so the viewers can see it better. This is a tape I found in our office last week that I don't know how this passed me up, but it's just called Simply Napkins. I was looking for the elegant napkin folding video because we were going to watch that as an EP mode, but just Simply Napkins.
This is another 2-word phrase challenge.
It is, yeah. This is by Sewing with Nancy. And then Bob Hedges, who you just showed having that curtsy of Nick Pruer thing. He said this. It's female phone fantasies, and I actually haven't watched this yet, but here's what I like on it is this part that says, Alexander Graham Bell, eat your heart out. Alexander Graham Bell, eat your heart out. So I guess he would be jealous that he didn't think of the female.
I think he's dead too. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah, so it's hard for him to eat his heart out. But
yeah. in hell. Eat your heart out in hell.
Bob also sent this to me. This is an original shooting script for Alf. This is it has the notations in pencil by the script supervisor here. And this is it for episode 2008, Isn't It Romantic, written by Seth Weisbord. Alf
Read us an Alf line.
Okay, here's one. Alf holds out his hand for a tip. Willie reaches into his pocket and places a coin in Alf's hand. A nickel? Don't expect clean sheets. Alf exits. So that's a little bit from this amazing gift out of the blue, no reason, just sent that to me. So thank you.
Alf exits. That's another 2-word phrase challenge.
Here's some art that was sent in. Now, last week I played an instructional video for a device for nurses, for pediatric nurses. It's a robot child that helps them learn how to draw blood and deal with pain and
I
stuff.
love that.
Yeah, they call it the pediatric HAL. And so he made a pediatric HAL 9000 graphic with, you could see the eyes from 2000.
Yeah, that's great.
I thought that was good. And one more nice thing, we have Computer Beach Party is our favorite movie, the only movie we've ever found on VHS that we've deemed worthy of devoting an entire show to. So on August 15th, we're doing Computer Beach Party Live. We have at least 2 very special guests lined up, and we have a trivia game with real prizes, including these beach ball stress balls with the logo from the movie we scanned in. That's Computer Beach Party. And
in these stressful times, we all need one of those stress balls so much.
Exactly. And the other thing is, it's the summer. What beach party would be complete without sunglasses? So these are Computer Beach Party shades.
Those are cool
to wear at your own beach party, your own social distance beach party. So they're neon green.
Here's the thing: when you're cool, the sun shines on you 24 hours a day.
That's true.
That's why I wear.
Excellent point.
That's why I wear these shades.
That's nice things.
Oh, definitely some nice things there. All right, let's watch some cyber videos on the internet.
This, of course, is the instructional guide we do every week to let you know how to watch cyber videos on the internet. And this has been an evolving segment. I think there's some good ones, and we keep thinking of new ones. This one, Joe, I think you had seen, but I hadn't. And Atari Rob sent this to me, and it's a cyber video that I was by myself laughing out loud at. The baseball player George Brett. Who did he play for? I thought he was
Royals.
The Royals, right? Kansas City. And this is like the best kind of locker room talk, right? The kind that doesn't really harm anybody. The joke's more on you. And this is just, he didn't know he's being filmed. This is just like...
He had to have, because he had a mic on. Like, he had to have known that he was mic'd up.
I guess, but you can tell the camera isn't supposed to be trained, you know. I don't think he remembered he was mic'd up. This is just like, they're just shooting some B-roll of baseball players warming up at training camp or something. And
he also might not even care, you know, or like he's such a veteran at this point. He was like, I'm just going to talk about whatever I want to talk about.
Yeah, but clearly it's taken at a distance. He's not even, the cameraman isn't even trained on George Brett at first. And then he finds him, and then I'm just going to play the...
Steve, have you seen this one?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, listen closely. This is George Brett.
Pardon.
To the left side.
I shit my pants last night. I did. Went out and had a great meal, just a great fucking meal. I had to go to the bathroom so bad in the car. I'm going, Travel, hurry up, man. I got to shit. I had fucking shit in my pants. I went
some mic noise, but you can still hear it.
I'm good twice a year for that. When was the last time you shit your pants?
Me?
Yeah. Been a while?
It's been a long time.
I was in Vegas a couple years ago. Just an honest-to-God true story. Staying at the Bellagio. I went over to the Mirage for dinner, met some friends of mine over there. Went to Kokomo's, a great little steakhouse. The guy brings out some fresh crab legs. These just came in, I got to give them to you guys. I'm eating them. Then we go play gamble a little bit. I had a tea time early in the morning. So I said, look, I got to get going. I'm walking back to the hotel. I get 3/4 of the way out of the lobby, and all of a sudden I go, oh, fuck. And I'm standing here like this. I got my butt pinched so fucking, I'm fucked. I can't move. All of a sudden, you know, felt all right. I went just like this. Water. I had some food poisoning from the crabs. Take off my leather jacket, tied it around my waist, and I'm just standing there, and it's just running down my leg. I got jeans on, black bucks, no socks, and I just start fucking walking. Every time I'm walking, something's coming out. It's water, straight fucking water. Then, to tell you how sick I was, then I'm standing outside, and I get on my cell phone, and I call the guy. I said, Larry, you won't believe this. I'm standing outside the fucking Bellagio. I can't move. I got shit everywhere. I shit all over myself. And Larry's about a 48 waist. So he brings me over a pair of pants and some towels. And so he comes over and he meets me where I tell him where I'm standing. He finds the closest bathroom. When you go up the escalator to go into the I can't get in the elevator. It's 12 o'clock at night. You know? So he goes in, he finds the closest bathroom in the lobby of the hotel. And then I get in the escalator. And he kind of pretends like he dropped something so no one gets behind me, tells me where it is. I go in there. He goes and gets the towel all wet for me, throws it over the fucking stall. I take off all my fucking clothes, just wipe off, leave my shoes, left my shoes, my pants, everything right there, the towels right there in the stall. And I'm walking barefoot with my shirt and his pants that are 48 waist through the lobby like this at midnight. Got up in the morning, took the most perfect double tapered shit I've ever had in my life. True story.
All right, that's the George Brett story. Legendary.
Happy ending to that story too. He took the best double tapered shit.
Double tapered shit he's taken in his life.
I've never known what that means. What's a double tapered?
I assume it's tapered at both ends, just kind of like a, you know, I don't know.
I don't understand how that's a good thing though. Double tapered shit.
That it doesn't hurt going out, I guess. I don't know. That it's not. That it's solid. That it's not.
Look, when you upload this episode, will you call it VCR Party Live episode 120 double tapered shits?
No, because I want people to actually click on this.
All right.
But if I had my druthers, I would. But no, I don't think.
Oh man, I have tears. Just like that's such you can tell that he's told that story before too. Like
the younger players that are even kind of walking away, they're like, "We got to kind of practice now, George." But
everybody else is stretching.
Yeah, but he's following him to tell him the story. He's like, he's been around the block. He made like, yeah, he's untouchable. So he can tell these young bucks the famous double tapered shit story.
There are stories about Greg Maddux too, about he's a filth corner. Like he's a walking filth corner. There's stories about him like picking his nose and wiping boogers on players. There's one about how to rookies in the shower, you know, they have the big open showers, he'd be talking to them and they'd look down, he was actually peeing on them. There's just so many gross out stories of Greg Maddux. So Greg Maddux, George Brett, tip my hat to you from this filth corner to yours.
And you played college baseball too, right?
I did for 1 year.
Okay, all right. Yep. I'm not drawing any conclusions there. I'm just saying. All right, interesting. All right, who wants to go next? Who's got a cyber video? George?
Sure.
I did not want to follow that one.
Yeah, this is not.
It's not double tapered. Is it just single tapered?
Oh man, we're really just changing. We're going a completely different direction now.
That's good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so the anchor of the ABC affiliate in Philadelphia, WPVI Channel 6, Action News, is Jim Gardner. He's a city legend. He's been broadcasting for 40 years. He's known for being unflappable in any tragedy. This guy's a rock. They base their whole. Here's their ad campaign.
And it's already up to 5 alarms.
That's the big story. Who's
Action
on the
News
way?
baseball coming to you.
5,
3, 2,
That's a big story. Who's on the way?
But the big story on Action News.
So he's totally serious. And at the end of every episode, at the end of every news broadcast at 11, he would throw the Nightline for decades. But then Jimmy Kimmel took over the slot. So Jim Gardner now has to announce Jimmy's guests, which he can't pronounce. And he's always incredulous about the names of the musical guests. And so all the other reporters are just staring at him, waiting for him to break.
Not a guy who can pronounce Kesha, for example.
Yeah. So after 45 years of being very dignified, this is what happens.
Jimmy's guest tonight, Zoe Saldana.
from Avatar. How do you say her name?
That was right.
That was right. Mike. Oh, you got to be kidding. Berbiglia. Music from Toro y Moi. And music from Yo Gotti featuring YFN Lucci. What's the matter? You all right? Guest tonight, Billy Crystal, with music from Jeezy and French Montana.
You can see him get his eyes
All right.
as he's reading the
Let's
teleprompter.
just keep going.
Yo Gotti.
Rub me like.
Yeah.
Here, you want to end the show? And music from Weezer. Action News. Now you get Jeezy and Weezer together. It's the Jeezy Weezer show. And music from Philadelphia native Mondo Cosmo. Who? Let's get him together with Jeezy and Weezer. We could have. Finally tonight, Philly Wine Week kicked off tonight at V in Spring Garden. The year's event called Opening Corks. Attendees were able to sample from hundreds of different wines and eat a variety of wine-friendly foods. Philly Wine Week runs through next Thursday. Jimmy Kimmel Live next on Nightline. All right, we're going to get through this. Jimmy's guest tonight, Roseanne Barr, John Goodman, and musical guest.
I don't even know what's funny.
I can't tell you. All right, Chloe Exhale. Good night.
Chloe Exhale. That's good stuff. The once stately newsman is now having to announce Yo Gotti.
In French Montana.
That's good stuff, George.
Oh, that's good. Nice work.
Steve,
what do you got?
All right, so I wasn't sure what video to play, so all I did was type in George Passless into YouTube.
Oh, shit.
And there were a lot of good choices, but ultimately there was one that I don't know if, George, if you have anything to do with this. It's closing in on 500 million views, so we're probably going to get flagged for this.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but, it was fun, and I don't know why, but it reminded me of Steve Hyden and Joe. So you guys can watch it and figure out whether or not George had anything to do with this.
Okay, I can't wait to see this.
I like the desperation of just typing George Passless into YouTube.
Funny bear. Oh yeah.
How does this remind you of me?
Funny bear.
Steve Hyden, yeah. But me?
Funny bear. J'ai un petit ventre mou et un slip kangourou. Je suis pas comme les autres doudous, moi je suis un pilou.
I think George had a lot to do with that.
I gave a shortcut, but George, I wanted to ask you: is this a passless creation?
That's me in junior high.
Nice.
How does it remind you of me and Steve Hyden?
Well, Steve Hyden, funny man, funny bear.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I thought he danced like you. I really did. I thought the bear is a lot like you.
Okay. Have you lost your goddamn mind? Jesus. Hey, let's look at some IMGs. What do you think about that? So IMGs, it's this new phenomenon sweeping the VCR party. If you go onto YouTube and you type in IMG and then 4 random numbers, 25 different videos come up that were not intended to be uploaded. And maybe like 3 of them will be incredible. So I've enlisted a fleet of miners. We have almost 100 miners at this point, harvesting IMGs left and right.
They're all under 18 years old, and they're looking for IMGs.
They're not doing good either. They're not doing well. I'm working them to the bone. And we have over 3,000 IMGs categorized in spreadsheets. I'm going to show you my favorite 2 this week. I already showed you one in the Tedium Corner. And then, Nick, you asked to have one played again.
Yeah.
Reprised, right?
I think it's reprised, yeah.
Yeah. All right. This first one is IMG 1553, 304 views sent by Ian. And Nick, I think I told you about this one. I don't think you've actually seen it. It's called Karate Student Slapped by Belts. Have you seen this one?
Nope.
Okay. You're in for a treat. It's exactly that. There it is.
Okay, great. Never would have found that if you just hadn't typed in 4 random numbers and IMG before it. So
you could have typed in karate student slap by belt and it wouldn't have come up either.
Right.
This is the only way you're going to find that video.
Amazing.
Next up, IMG 1517, 4 views sent by Amber. She said, this is a quote from the clip, "You just got all those micro things all in you, bro."
Okay.
You just got all those micro things all in you, bro.
Wow, it looks...
Oh, wait, I'm getting stabbed by you. Oh, shit.
What?
You just got all those little fucking micro things all in me, bro.
What?
You just touched my back of my finger and just got these all in me.
Where?
They're off of your fingers somehow.
You guys doing okay in here?
Yeah, we're just checking them all out.
We're getting poked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's micro.
You got those fucking micro things all in you, man.
He seemed a little bit like genuinely mad too.
Yeah.
Like you got the micro thingies all fucking.
There's 2 guys who casually swear while touching cacti. They're just shopping for cacti together. Yeah. I want the rest of that day. What was their day like?
Okay, so the last one, Nick, is the Taco Bell one. So you had asked me because you have an update on this.
Yes.
2 weeks in a row with the Taco Bell update. Actually, 3 weeks in a row. We constantly. This is such a layered video, and so I decided to do something different with the video since I'm playing it like probably a 5th time this month. I cut it up. I like pretended there were multiple cameras in this room, so you're going to see different scenes while the video plays. Okay. Here it is. I have some new theories about it too.
I have, as you guys can see.
See here, she wasn't going in for a kiss. You remember that? I always thought she was going in for a kiss.
Me too.
She's not.
What was she trying to say?
I think she's trying to say something in his ear, but he thinks she's going in for a kiss.
Or maybe she's doing the Italian kiss?
No, watch.
I have, as you guys can see, this is a Taco
She's trying to say something. Then that woman comes over and she's going to take off his sunglasses because I think she thinks that the sunglasses impaired his ability to see that she wasn't going in for a kiss. Just my new theory.
Okay.
This is a Taco Bell icons that are all around the board. Taco Bell has graciously given me permission to use their trademark icons in teaching all kinds of people. This one is, the focus is money skills. So I'll be right back. I forgot one of my things, okay?
Classic, and it was shot like a 4-camera sitcom. It was like an episode of Golden Girls. You got to see different cuts.
Exactly.
You go into the wide, yeah. Well, the update is that George found that this company's still making that Taco Bell game. The man hand makes the games, and he has several other games. It's called Grow Brain Productions or Grow Brain Games, and they're intended for educators to teach people about money and other things. I don't know. I still don't know what Taco Bell has to do with reading all the literature, but they still make that game that he was playing in the senior center. We ordered a copy, and I've never had a bigger box arrive to my house. So here it is. This is the biggest thing that's ever been sent to me. Can you see how gigantic this is?
What? Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't fold up or anything like a normal board game does.
Absolutely not. This is a gigantic, heavy, dry erase board that has these magnetic coins on it, and then pictures. These are magnets as well. Pictures of Taco Bell merchandise. I don't know. That looks like some kind of 7-layer burrito. We got some kind of Doritos Locos thing there. And then you have all these cards that say things that say like, count 38 cents with 5 coins. And then, are you guys distracted while I'm teaching you the rules here?
I was checking my phone. So
you take these coins and then you put them on the item, and I don't know. I have the full rules here. What I think we should do is have me teach the rules to you guys while you try to do the most distracting things you can at some point. No, just during a future episode. Oh, it's double-sided, by the way.
I think he mentions that too in the
Yeah.
Yep.
What is this item? Do you guys remember what this one is?
Oh, that's a tostada.
I thought it was a taco pizza.
Yeah, it looks like a Mexican pizza, but that's a tostada.
It's a pterodactyl.
Oh, yeah, there's also dinosaurs in here. I've read the rules. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but maybe once we get through this, we'll all learn a little something. So
I was checking our PayPal the other day, and I was like, $150 to grow brains. I was like, what did we buy for $150? And there's Albertina.
Oh, hi, Albertina.
She's out of here. $150 to grow brains. And that costs $150 goddamn dollars.
Yeah, $150 for something like this. Buy a beef burrito for $1.13, and then you use your change to put $1.13 on a beef burrito, and so we can all learn about something. And there's a couple bonus games and the guy's business card. I think the most valuable thing is just having a taco magnet. I mean, I can just put this on my fridge, put some nachos Bel Grande, just use that on my fridge. I think that was worth the $150.
Wow.
It's not vegan.
Those are not. I'll have to eat around it. Look at this, how it arrived. It's a map of Africa next to a loaded nachos. Like, what? I don't know.
A madman made that game and then charged $150, and then we bought it.
Yeah. And I have to go because I forgot something.
Patreon money is going to a good place. A few more miscellaneous things that we want to cover. This thing I found out. So baseball's going on right now, and there are no crowds. So they've offered this thing where you can put your cutout in the stands for $50. The Brewers did this. I got this alert, and I'll just show you. This is how the email came. So this is what it looks like in the stands at Brewers games, and they put everybody's face there. I think we should put up some of our VCR Party Found Footage Festival characters in there. I was thinking a fun one might be like Doral Silverthorne, or like we could have all of Rock's Winning Workout Crew, Big Zaddy, Czar, Rock, all sitting together watching it. But I was thinking we could also go like with weirder stuff and do like a Federated Mutual guy screaming in pain.
That would be good, right behind home plate.
Yeah, and but there's so many options here that we could do. So Melinda's, put it in the comments. Let us know what you think we should do for this. And I think we have a budget of maybe putting like 5 in there. We'll spend $250 on this.
I mean, we spent just about that for a Taco Bell game that no one wants to play, and I don't know where to store. So,
and you're going to be moving with for the rest of your life.
Yep, exactly. All right, good idea. Food for thought, everybody. George, any updates from the Melindaverse? Speaking of Melinda's, that's the Facebook group where they talk about this show for some reason.
Well, this brings us to a segment that we call
From Stoughton to Brooklyn, from our neighbor to the north to the land down under. It's those amazing Melindas.
So, Melinda, Evan Bingham sent us a monster quiz about VCR Party called the Ultimate Melinda Trivia, episode 0 through 100. And we're going to be using it for a running trivia battle between Joe and Nick.
Yes.
And as always, Steve is the judge and scorekeeper, and his decisions are final.
Okay.
Gentlemen,
how does the scoring work, though? Like, so I can give you my thoughts on how I think the scores work.
You got that weasel graphic ready, Steve, or is that? It's courtesy of me, so I'm going to give you permission to use it.
So I think if we get one wrong, we keep a tally of how many Batman cereal nuggets we need to eat. And if we get one right, or if we steal from the other person, we can choose whether we add a Batman cereal to their stash or we remove one from our own.
Well, this is all up to Steve. Steve?
What do you think?
Sorry, I was finding the weasel graphic in case
I was thinking we would do this in the traditional form, where if you get one right, you get a point. And then the person who gets the most points wins. And in case of a tie, you both have to eat a handful of Batman cereal.
Because so you can win or lose, you just don't want to tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
But if you win, you don't have to eat any. The loser has to eat a handful?
The loser has to eat 2 handfuls, but if you if you tie, you each eat 1 handful. But no matter what happens, I laugh.
Okay. High stakes. Let's just make this the preseason round, and then we'll figure out the punishments.
I'm gagging just thinking about eating a handful of Batman cereal. Just thinking about it, I'm getting like this little tickle in my throat.
And my mouth's watering, so I don't know.
Okay, so our first question goes to Nick Pruer. All right? Nick.
Yes?
The question is about to begin. In the erotic fan fiction of the McDonald's Inside and Outside Custodial Duties video, Joe's brother refers to Chris's penis as what? Quivering maleness, torrid extension, engorged sex, or throbbing member?
They're all good. I know, like, engorged sex is funny because if you're using sex to be a noun for penis, so I'm going to say Alex is funny. I'm going to say it's engorged sex.
Let's go to the video and find out.
Oh, you got video.
You win, Jennifer. I'll never see McSee. Look down, Chris, Jennifer said with a velvet tongue. Do you see it, Chris? Do you see McSee? Jennifer asked. Chris's engorged sex was hanging heavily out of his coveralls, which had somehow become unzipped by all the scrubbing. I see it, Chris said ecstatically.
Okay, Joe, are you ready?
I got to bring that back. I got to bring back... Oh yeah, some erotic. And now that we know Chris too, we can ask him about it.
Right, we met him on the
we can have him read some of it, maybe. Okay, anyway, go ahead, Joe.
Okay, Joe. Who starred in a reimagining of the Madonna video "Papa Don't Preach" entitled "Papa Wants the Best for You"? Was it Frank Stallone, Mike Starr, Ray Liotta, or Danny Aiello?
Aiello. Yes.
Let's go to the video.
This is a song that won't leave anyone's head anytime soon. It's Danny Aiello's Immortal. Papa Wants the Best.
Papa wants the best, he only wants the best for you.
Okay. It's 1-1.
I miss being in the office. Doesn't the office look great? Just being in there, just like putting the tape in.
Normal things.
Forever ago.
Yeah.
Leaving my apartment. These were good things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Joe. No, Nick. No. I was saying, Joe, it's time for Nick to get a question. Yeah.
Okay.
Nick.
Yes.
The first movie that Quentin Tarantino ever worked on as a production assistant featured which of these actors? Carl Weathers, Dolph Lundgren, Burt Young, Mr. T.
That's Dolph Lundgren. Final answer.
Let's go to the video.
I think these might be too easy.
Yeah.
And Roger Avery, too.
And Louise Nemeth.
Nature. It's really amazing. Planets, the elements, wind, water, life, and death.
Okay.
By the way, I recently spoke to a grip who worked on that production, and the producer of it, one of the producers of it. They had amazing stories from that shoot about Quentin Tarantino having to pick up dog shit, and it's in our future. We're working on a book about exercise videos, so more details to come about that.
Did he say that Quentin Tarantino was a good worker or not a good worker?
He said he was incredible and too good for a production like that.
Wow. Cool.
Okay.
All right, bring it, George.
Go.
See, now you're going to ask a hard one for me, now that you asked an easy one to Nick.
Yeah, that Danny Aiello one is really
In the Outlaw Motorcycle Gang's police training video, what color wings patch do you receive after performing cunnilingus on a venereally diseased woman? Green, purple, blue, or gold?
Oh, yeah, that's green. Yeah, because green is the color of venereal disease. So
let's go to the video.
What?
Outlaw bikers have a terminology that is uniquely their own. Wings are emblems worn by one percenters. Golden wings means that the wearer performs sexual relations with a woman during a gang bash of more than 15 people.
I've never, doesn't quite
Green
rhyme.
wings means that the wearer performed cunnilingus on a venereally diseased woman.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
Yep. See, I wonder if we got to do. I wonder if we need to do this game differently because this is going to be easy for Nick and I. Because we, I mean, engorged sex was not an easy one. I'll give you that. But
I got these right from the from his.
He said that when he
101 question.
he said that when he made this quiz, he had you in mind and he had you test it to see if it was challenging enough for you. And was it challenging enough for you?
It was, I believe it, I can't remember whether it was like 108 or 118 questions, somewhere in there. I think it was around 110, and I got a 93 on it.
Okay.
So
well,
it's
he's talking about
B minus.
He's talking about putting it on the Melindaverse, or should we do? We got to do something with it. We should talk about.
This is what we're doing with it.
No, I know, but we're knocking it out of the park.
No,
All right,
it's not over yet.
One. Give me the next one.
No. The next one goes to Nick.
Okay.
Nick.
Oh yeah.
What is the name of Joe's short film that he entered into a film festival that features a music box version of the namesake television show's theme music being played in the background? Dynasty, Dallas, Bonanza, or Knots Landing?
That's a Dallas.
That is correct.
Yep.
You don't have to show the video part of this one.
I don't have it, luckily. So.
Okay.
I think I have it somewhere. Let me find it.
So, Joe?
Okay.
What is the name of the ventriloquist dummy that VCR Party adopted from the Vent Haven Museum in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky?
Oh.
Hello Boy, Rubbish Boy, Belmont Boy, or Windsor Boy?
This is urine gorge sex.
Well, okay, so the ventriloquist dummy already had a name, right? When we adopted it.
Yes.
By the way, Nick, have we been neglecting this child?
What's that?
Have we been neglecting this child?
Oh no! I do regular Zoom calls with him.
George, Steve, what were you going to ask?
I was saying that he shouldn't give you any help with it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I vaguely remember this. I don't think it'd be. I think maybe you would name it Rubbish. But name of the ventriloquist is VCR party. So you know what though? I'm trying to think inside the mind of Evan. I think that Nick would have said we're going to name him Rubbish Boy. No, if it's a museum, they would have already named him. Okay. I'm going to go with Nick. Do you know the answer to this?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with.
He's my son. Of course, I know the answer.
I'm going to go with. I'm going to say that Nick named him Rubbish Boy. I'm going to go with Rubbish Boy.
I'm sorry. Nick, what is the answer?
What?
Windsor Boy. He was pre-named. I believe named after the Windsor knot for a necktie, I believe. I don't know.
Yeah, so I thought there was one hard one for each of you. So
yeah. Both were difficult. Yeah, it's a good quiz. Yeah, it's very thorough. So
we got to figure out what to do with it. I kind of like doing it this way, but maybe we have on a Melinda and we have the Melindas answer it, and then you know what I mean? Because this is going to be a walk in the park for us.
That could be a lot of fun and have them win some sort of prize.
Yeah, exactly. We'll bring them in on this. So yeah, let's figure it out this week.
Okay. One more thing to mention. I think we're running short, but Joe Blevins, who runs a Tumblr called Both of Them Mary Worth, has been making incredible mixes or remixes. We'll just post some video and he'll make a remix. He has so many great ones up on the Tumblr now. I think we only have time to play one of them. This was my personal favorite. We talked about that pediatric Hal before. Here's a remix he did that mixes the music from the pediatric Hal actual video with a different song.
Hi, I'm Hal. I'm the world's most advanced pediatric patient simulator.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't tear the sack up, punk, you better back up. Try and play the role and yet a whole crew will act up. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up. If you got the feeling, then jump across the ceiling. Muggs is a funk fest, someone's talking junk. Yo, I bust them in the eye, and then I'll make the punk's home. Feel it, funkin', amps in the junkin'. I got more rhymes than this cop at a Dunkin' Donut shop. Show up, I got props from the kids on the hill, plus my mom and my pop. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat to jump around, jump around. Jump up, and get down.
Okay, Hal, can you tell me how much your head hurts? An 8?
Jump, 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 jump.
Incredible work. He included an 8 in there.
8!
And I'll never turn down an opportunity to watch that video. So thank you, Joe Blevins. We'll show more in the coming weeks.
All right, that's it, right? We got EP mode come up. You mentioned Mickey the Clown. We got Computer Beach Party tickets on sale for August 15th. Frenchie and the Creep, anything? Are you going to be mysterious again? Just like, oh, there's something we're working on.
I'm not even sure I have an idea, but I have to talk to George about it. I haven't told him what it is yet.
Okay.
Shrouded in mystery.
All right, so if we had, I'm going to leave you with Nick's girlfriend's vegan song about him, set to my new favorite illustration by Zach. But here's the thing. If we had been prepared, we could have done better. That's it. Better luck next time, Chucky.
And we'll be right back right after that.
Everybody's a puppet when they're dead.
Let my people go. Huh. Yeah.
Little Pharaoh.
Vegan man. Vegan man. Vegan man. He don't eat no meat or dairy. Vegan man. Vegan man. Vegan man. He don't eat no meat or dairy. Vegan man. Vegan man. Vegan man. He don't eat no meat or dairy. Vegan.
When we return, Dr. Sellner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That had done it.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
That's all I'm doing.
We'll be right back right after that.
And Kurt Polstead, the real great guy.